Alright, hello everybody. How are y'all doing? Hope y'all have been well. Happy Saturday. One Drunk Man, hello, hello. Eric. Dr. Doofin. Funzy, hello. Great Ice Drake. Hanky Pandy, hello, hello. Tornado. Congrats on your Portugal ticket. Ocho T, Pop Smoke Keeps, hello. Can people hear me alright? Yo, Pudsy, yo, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 13 months. Hello, Noodle A. Hello, hello. How's it going? I'm typing on my mirror again. Nice. How do you like it? Something's right with the world. That's good. It's good. I missed it a lot. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I did. Oh, the rest of the day for me was I came back. I had a little snack. And then I hopped onto the Keycult stream voice chat for a bit. Just keep company for a bit. And then came over here. Because I figured I should just build something. Not too sleepy. So figured I might as well just get something done. So let's see. I have some stuff to share. Let's see. Today I actually went downtown to meet with Pudsy, who is right here in chat actually. Meet with Pudsy, Invisibility, and Christine, a friend of ours in the New York City mechanical keyboards community. And we just had food, and then we went to a small meetup that was organized by a New York City community member. It was just like this small event. It was kind of semi-private because they tried to not have too many people in there. Yeah, it was pretty good. I can maybe show you. Let me see if I can show you some photos. How do I do this actually? Maybe I can put it into an album. Maybe I can move this over here. Do you try the CW Protos? One of them was built, but the rest weren't. So I only tried that one that was built. Oh, it's like not focusing. Is it focused? Wait, is it focused? Okay, there we go. I think it's focusing on the mic, maybe. Or maybe I should just keep the mic close to me. But yeah, extremely generous of Keycult to be giving away so much. So for those who don't know, Keycult is currently doing a special event that spans 2 12-hour long streams where they are giving away items every hour or so. But they are actually they actually just finished their last giveaway. So yeah. But anyhow, so I went to this event today. Let me see if if it shows. Oh, there we go. So I went to have some hot pot today. I had some hot pot, and then I went to this meetup. So I just took a few photos. I didn't take too many photos. So here's some photos. There were a bunch of keyboards, as you can see. The keyboard down here, these were the prototypes I think they're talking about. And then there are some artisans here, but Mira, that's Pudsy's Mira. There are some prototypes of this kind of cash saver looking keyboard. Unicorn, Tengu. There was a Dalco 959 Mini. There was a Forever 65, Iron 165, some Ergo stuff. There's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff there. Here's the Artisan collection. That was one of the protos that kind of looked like a cash saver with a very, very long spacebar. There's the Dalco 959 Mini. Not to dox myself, but I live 3 blocks away from that hop place. Yeah, I mean, I think anybody would recognize that place. Yeah, Dalco 959 Mini GT. Pretty cool. F18X, 910, Tengus, Forever 65, some other keyboards. I think that's a fallacy over there. Hello, Ad Global. Hello, rating coming. Oh, okay. Okay, they're coming. Favorite board from the meet? I think my favorite board might have been there's a Mesa TKL, which we're actually gonna build today. My favorite board from the meet? Let me see. I think one of the Tengus might have been my favorite board from the meet. I think the Tengu is such a fantastic board. I really enjoyed it. There's a Kara, Sunsetter, TX 1800, don't see those often. JO2, Icky 68, Chimera, Unicorn. Yeah, Bear 65s, Ogres, a couple of Ogres. Lots of good stuff. I brought the Salvation right here. I brought a Salvation. Diego types hello. Yo, Key Cult, thank you so much for the... Wow, that's a big party. 520 people. Welcome, welcome. And here's a TGR Alice in polycarbonate. There was a Gasket 00. I think this was a TGR Alice that was Cerakoted. Some Artisans. And then a photo with a buddy. And then some more Artisans. More Artisans. And yeah. So I was telling people that I went to a meetup today. And so there were a bunch of keyboards. I actually did not see a key cult at the meetup. There were no key cults at the meetup. Yeah, the green with white and black, I believe that's a Unicorn. I believe that's a TGR X Singa Unicorn. It's a Singa Unicorn. But yeah, I think my favorite board might have been one of these Tengus. The Tengu was fantastic. You're Pink Bonk. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the 5 months. Mick, thank you so much for the 7 months. Howdy, Mr. Wiki. Have a good night to everyone who was watching Key Cult stream. Long stream. And if you are heading out for the night, have a good night. Jordan, what's up? You need to tell Huey to move it higher on the cool board. Oh, you mean the Tengu? Yeah, I think the Tengu definitely deserves a very cool rating. Juby also, I agree. Juby is fantastic as well. Anyway, so yeah, I went to a short meetup today. And yeah, these were some of the boards that were seen over there. Oh my god, chat is crazy. Any Rukias there? No Rukias. Imagine taking pics vertical. Yeah, imagine. Where was the meetup? It was a very small meetup in FIDI of New York City. But yeah. Did you try out the CW88? I did. The one down here, that was the only one that was built. It was pretty nicely built. Pretty nice. This was built with a half polycarb plate. Was that the Keybio meetup? No, this was meetup in New York City. Yeah, meetup in New York City. Yeah. How's the Cruel World TKL? Yeah, so that's this one, right? It was really nice. It was really nice. It was built with a half plate. Really nice. Really bouncy, really comfortable typing. But I was telling Bueno Builds was there too. I was telling Bueno Builds how if you go to a meetup, you realize that all the boards start blending with one another. You realize that all the linears kind of feel the same. And you realize that you should enter for raffles and things like that, but try not to spend in the aftermarket because it's not really worth it. But anyway, that said, let's build a keyboard today. Oh, and I brought a price from the meetup. No, I'm just kidding. I actually just brought a keyboard that I'm gonna rebuild for somebody. And so I brought this bad boy, or lady, I guess. Brought back this TGR Alice in polycarb. that I had built a while back. It has this polished steel weight with a very special engraving. Oops, this Earl fell off. What are those boards with the big honking top bezels on the middle left there? Oh, I think those were a prototype of a keyboard that kind of, I forget what they're called. I think it was like K and Co or something like that. Isn't that a number 2 TKL in the center with Olivia caps? I don't think that was a key. I don't think that was a number 2 TKL. I think that was something else. Yeah, but I don't see a key code there actually. There are no key codes if I recall. Yeah, but here's a. Oh, it's not focusing. Here's a TGR Alice. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be rebuilding this with a polycarb plate at some point in the future. I built this one actually. I built this same keyboard. This is my own build. I mean, like, this is not my keyboard. It's somebody else's. It's a friend's. But I built their keyboard with a brass plate, and they wanted to change it to a polycarb plate. So I'll probably be doing that sometime in the future. Are there guidelines to which boards you can bring to a keyboard meetup? No, no real guidelines. People try to bring maybe 1 or 2 boards. Some people brought some more, but yeah. Also, good night, Mr. Mats. Don't see many key code flexes anymore. Oh, they're around. You just haven't gone to, like, if you go to a bigger meetup, there's a ton. There's a ton. This particular one, there just were very few people actually. It was a very small meetup actually, so that's why. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? When I go to one, I will bring my HP keyboard 100 membrane best keep. Well, keycaps are on the main board. This board has CRP Xerox 6001. Bueno Builds has every 60 I want. Yeah, Bueno has very nice keyboards for sure. Alpacas or Tandis? I prefer alpacas personally. Yeah, or JD Hug when you get the chance? Yes, I did see that. After I unbox, how about that? So we have our Lubed Giants. I think these are Giant V3s or V4s, I forget. It's one of those. Durock stabs. Adriel, hello. And we have some foam, which I don't think we're going to use today. Huh? Wait, I said... What, emotes? What? The small LA meetup didn't have many key cults too? Yeah, I probably just... yeah, maybe the people there just don't have key cults in particular. So, yeah. Adriel, thank you for the sub. I guess now you get emotes. Here we have our steel plate. This is a stainless steel plate. Sandblasted. Then we have our PCB here. Oh, whoops. Okay, so this is the Mesa TKL PCB. I guess the daughter board is in the keyboard. Here it is. Oh, come on, focus. It's a Mesa TKL PCB. It looks like it does not support LEDs anywhere, actually. It's 7U fixed layout. Supports caps lock, split backspace, ISO. Yeah, that's about it, actually. Cool. And I think I just need to take this out. Oh, what's this? Please take note before assembling your keyboard, it says. Use one hand to firmly press the case halves together while the other hand lightly tightens each screw with a hex wrench. Okay, so this is whenever we are building. Okay, cool. Mesa keyboards. Comes in this carrying bag. Yo, basic white male, hello. Sandblasted stainless steel over mirror polished, I agree. I personally am a big fan of sandblasted stainless steel just because it doesn't get all the smudging from, you know, touching it. Is this keyboard from Half-Life? I don't think so. Yo, Bueno. What's up? It was so nice seeing you today, earlier. I hope you're doing alright. What's this? Because these are screws? Or what's this? Oh, gaskets. Okay. Gaskets and some hardware, it seems. Gasket strips, and some hardware. Alright. Let's see, is there anything else in the bag? Nope. Alright. Look at this interesting keyboard, though. Whoa. Wait, there is a hole on the bottom. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. So the point of this hole is basically so that the PCB sits so low that the front height is basically reduced to a complete minimum. Like, this is the minimum amount you can have for the front height here on this TKL. Pretty interesting design. And if you go into the, I think it was the interest check or the group buy thread, the creator of this keyboard actually made it, I actually did this test with the PCB where he dipped it in water and nothing really much happened, but yeah. Pretty cool keyboard in my opinion, just because it's so different, I guess. Kind of excited to build this up. Yeah. Saw a test kind of weird? Yeah, I know, right? I know. Alright, let's put these gaskets aside for now. Looks like we have a ton of them. Ooh, some of these screws are stuck on here. I'm not sure what these screws are for, so I'm gonna... How is the typing experience like on the Ogre? I would say it's I would say like softer than some cases, but still a relatively stiffer typing experience because it's kind of a very tight case. Like, things are kind of very tightly put in there. So yeah. So I don't know why, but the autofocus seems to be struggling today. TKL that looks a little different, Pog. I do agree. It does look a little bit different. Perfect for Tim. So does the bottom just stay open? Yes, the bottom does just stay open. Yes. I actually saw this keyboard at the Meetup. There was one at the Meetup, so I was like, oh, very interesting. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna open up the assembly guide just in case I don't miss anything. Before you begin, they show you the contents, PCB assembly. Okay, let's test the PCB first. How about that? So I'm gonna have to open this up first. The one at the Meetup was pretty decent. Felt like a keyboard. It sure did. Invis, hello. I wonder how the acoustics are gonna be with the bottom like that. The one at the Meetup, at least, that I saw today was actually pretty good. Well, then again, there were a lot of people, and so like it's not like you could hear everything. But yeah. Also, I know, Eric, that I owe you a JD hug. I'll do that right after I just piece this apart. I could not hear a single keyboard. Yeah, you could only hear it if you were like really close. Got home at like 9 p.m. Oh dang, that's kind of late. Is home that far? Didn't realize. Test the PC by dipping in water first. So the client for the board explicitly said to not do that. to not try to dip it in water. So that's not gonna happen today. Left New York around 7. Got to train station, then my dad drove us back home. Oh, okay. Okay, if you left around 7, I guess that makes a lot more sense now. Hey Diego, do you mind if I ask what are your thoughts on the Space 80 Apollo and Gray Studio? I can't tell you any thoughts about the Apollo 80, or the Space 80 rather, because I haven't tried. I tried to not have very specific thoughts about boards that I haven't tried. I know that Alex has built a prototype, so I would defer to Alex Otos, who has built such a board. But I trust his opinions, so I would suspect that he probably can give you a better answer to this. So, okay, these screws are not coming off, so I'm just gonna flip it over. Wait, what a lost opportunity? Oh, you mean the dipping? Yeah. Jordan 6, what? Just skips over my sub? I'm heartbroken. Wait, hold on. When? Oh, just saw it. Hit me with that Thai tea, baby. Yo, I finished my Thai tea. I need to make a new batch, dude. I need to make a new batch of pan Thai tea. I'm sorry, dude. I missed it just earlier when I looked down. Sorry, dude. I don't know why it's not highlighting those here. Yeah, weird. I have to take a look at that again. Alright. So case opens up. Looks like it has the slots for the gaskets. Top is pretty standard. Just has slots for the gasket and a lot of screw holes. And let's see. Looks like I'll probably have to remove the weight. So let's do that. Wait, ooh, that's a big one. Okay, that's tight. Do you prefer gasket or top mount for TKLs? I actually prefer top mount in general. Gasket mount can be pretty nice though on TKLs as well, actually. Well, I've tried it on like the Keycaps number 2, and it's really nice. Keycaps number 2 is definitely one of the nicest typing experiences I've had on boards in general. Really, really nice board. Okay, looks like it's held by 3 screws. But I mean, I like top mount in general. I think gasket mount just kind of depends. You just kind of have to try it. I feel like top mount, the good thing about top mount is that I know what to expect, right? So I think that's the thing about top mount that I like. It's like I know exactly what to expect, which is something good. It's like it's always a pretty safe choice. Like I know it's gonna be fine. I guess I could just test it like this. We'll just use the weight here. Alright, so that's the bottom piece here. Alright. I believe I owe... Why do you think it's so nice? Like, I'm genuinely curious where the differences are, since a board most people aren't lucky enough to get. You mean, why do I think the Keycaps number 2 is nice? Because the typing experience is very consistent. It sounds good. Like, there's no sound... Like, there's nothing about the sound profile of the board that sounds weird or off to me. It's comfortable. Like, it's like the amount of compression is comfortable. Yes, indeed, as Tyson says. The amount of compression on the gaskets is a very comfortable amount of compression, where like it doesn't compress too much and it doesn't compress too little. It's just right for it. So it's like they've like, you know, it's like they kind of have made sure that the amount of compression is just right for it. So that makes it very comfortable to type on. The building experience is not that difficult either. It's fairly intuitive. And it's a very good looking board with very good quality control in general, and yeah, that's what I like about it. It's a very cool design with a good typing experience. Like it doesn't, there's not much that can go wrong with regards to whatever switch you decide to use on the board. Does that make sense? Yeah, I would say that's kind of like where I stand on the Keyco number 2, for example. And for top mount boards, like it, so top mount boards kind of like, you know, gaskets, like you know, if you have gasket mount, right? Gasket mount kind of will depend on how much you compress. Stream died. Oh, stream died. Shit. Didn't even realize. See? Streamlabs, I mean, OBS doesn't tell me. Oh, F. Okay. We back. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, so where was I? Okay, my bad. So, amount of compression is just right on the key cult. Okay. TLDL, too long didn't listen, is, okay, let me say it again, really quick. Amount of compression is just right on the Keycap number 2. It's a comfortable typing experience. You can use different kinds of switches and they all kind of feel and sound pretty good. There's no weird things about the sound. And it's a very aesthetically pleasing design. So that's one thing. So there's a few things to consider, right? Like if you have a gasket mounted board, in gasket you have to consider how much the gasket compresses, how many gaskets there are, right? What kind of material it is made of. Well, normally it's the same thing. It's like basically just foam. And basically like how things hold up, right? Inside of the board. And so like I would say that basically how you implement that in a design with a gasket mounted board will determine how the typing experience eventually is. So, but in the case of top mount, for example, like normally for gasket mount, a lot of the gasket mounts where they have the strips, just like the keyboards do, the strips are normally placed in in a symmetric way. Like they're normally placed like, you know, let's say this had 6 strips. So they'll put one strip, one strip, one strip, one strip, one strip, one strip, like that, like 3 and 3, let's say. So normally the gaskets are evenly laid out around the board. That's kind of like what generally the design, like that's how normally people have been designing these boards. In top mount, what matters a lot is where you put your screw points. So where the screw points are on the plate determines a lot of the typing experience. So like, because every time you add a screw at a particular location, you're adding a rigid point. Yeah. So you have to think, like, based on that, the typing experience can vary quite a lot. The material of the plate can, you know, of course, that's going to be global for any keyboard, but the material, the plate material will determine that a lot. But yeah, I would say that I would argue that top mount has been around for long enough, right? That like you can expect what you're gonna get because if you've probably tried it before. Yeah. A lot of designers just use OT screw points. Well, that actually is a trend that started with the JNV2. The reason for that was because the JNV2's, the whole idea behind the JNV2 was to combine elements that had been basically designed uniquely for the JNV2's aesthetic elements, and then he took the koala or like whale plate, you know, those like the 7 point top mount layout, right? Like 4 at the top and 3 at the bottom, and the 3 at the bottom are like spaced away from the, I mean, like they're like sitting away from the spacebar location. That was actually designed after that, so that there will be like reverse compatibility, so to speak. And then since then, a lot of keyboards have followed that trend. That was like in what, 2018, right? OTD's mounting positions are actually very different though. Yeah. Like actually some of the boards have, I mean, the plates are actually not even standard. Like the OTD boards don't even have a standard that they follow. Like I think among their own TKLs they do follow a standard because it's from the same designer. But the koala, for example, is a different designer from the like the actual OTD series, which is like the 356 and 360 Corsa, 456 GT, and so on. Yeah, LDs and Dux boards are 8 point or 10 point normally. Yeah. So if you look at the Orion or the or the CLS, right? You know, or LZRE, LZSE, all those. Yeah. And I know that the chat box no showing up here, but that's because stream died. When stream dies, this has issues. All right, it's time for a JD hug, I think. No chat box though. Wait, JD wants a chat box right here. If it will pop up. Hello chat. Hi chat. Say hi to chat. I think 356, 456, 360 are all same mounting positions. Yeah, I think that's what people seem to estimate it. But yeah. But people who have reverse engineered the plate and PCBs haven't like tested it across all of them at the same time, it seems. So I think that's still iffy. Tiger King Diego. But anyway, JD's gonna build a board today. No, I'm just kidding. He's not. I want a Duck Viper. I'm too new to have bought that board from Group Buy. I think the Duck Viper doesn't go for too far beyond Group Buy though, so I think it's a pretty... I think you can acquire that board for a decent price. I'll just go for it. The aftermarket price on Duck Vipers is not very large. I mean, like it's not very inflated. People took the 456 poly half plate and put it in Corsa. And also stole DG PCB for others. Yeah. I think it seems to work. Yeah, I think they seem to be cross compatible. But that kind of makes sense if it comes from the same designer, you know? Like he probably uses a template just like everybody else does. OTD Ungsam should have open sourced their PCBs. I don't believe I personally am not a huge advocate of open source, personally. I am, like, I understand why people enjoy open source, but open sourcing is something that no one is obligated to do. TBH. So, I am not necessarily in favor of open sourcing overall. I would say I'm more against it than I am for it. Just because I kind of feel like people aren't necessarily the most responsible when it comes to open source. So I personally am not super keen. Okay, I think this will work fine, but we'll still test it. Maybe not open source in cases, but PCBs maybe. But it's like, the problem with open source is you can always, you can always reverse engineer anything from any parts. But, yeah, maybe could have been open sourced, yeah. But, well, I guess if you're smart enough to reverse engineer anything, you would just grab an original and do it, right? I mean, that's what people have been trying to do, so. You're building a TKL the size of a table? Yes, absolutely. I think my product was super old and never plan on making it again. I would be tempted to open source it. Thing is, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I also think that the concept of open sourcing is also more familiar to a certain kind of people than not to some others. Yeah. Like, programmers tend to be pretty keen on open source because, you know, it's a concept that has existed in programming for a long time. But I'm not sure if like every inventor out there of any kind is super keen on the idea of open source. Yeah. Alright. PCB works fine. Oh wow, this connector is like super narrow. Jesus. Whew. Very narrow JST connector. I'm not a huge fan of this. It's okay, but it's alright. Alright, cool. PCB works. Put it aside for now. Mr. Kupo, hello. Do you like hot Cheetos with lime? I do. I like hot Cheetos in general. I would argue that lime on hot Cheetos sounds like a pretty good idea. Don't you think? Yeah. Hot Cheetos with lime sounds like a great idea. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Also, for the background noise, that's my AC. FYI. Hope you're having a great weekend, mate. Thank you, thank you. Radieats, how are you doing? I have had a pretty good weekend. Well, I mean, so far. So far, so good. Alright, let's get our lube. Are there any major PCB prototyping companies like JLC that make CEM3 PCBs? I'm not sure, actually. Haven't looked into it myself, so. Have you not tried them with lime? I have. I can't say I'm like super, like I can't say I have tried them enough that I would have a very solid opinion about it. I mean, I don't even try hot Cheetos that often. I think I actually prefer buying like jalapeno chips over hot Cheetos. Good. Just about to play some games. Oh, nice. What games do you play, Radieats? What games do you like playing? What's your go-to snack? So I've been trying to not eat junk food too much. But I would say like if I'm snacking on something, I mean occasionally I'll like just like go and get some bread and like make toast. Or sometimes I'll have like I like popcorn. I sometimes get like packs of popcorn, like the not buttered ones, because those are like not super crazy on the butter, and like, you know, like there's no butter, so it's like relatively healthier snack, but yeah, still a little salty sometimes. But I drink a lot of water during the day, so I think the salt kind of cancels out eventually. Just dilute it. I like I like almonds. You know the wasabi flavored almonds, the ones that come in like a can or whatever. Those are so good. Yum. I like pretzels. I like jalapeno chips. Takis are good. Yeah, the blue diamond ones. Yeah, those are bomb. The guy who made them was a Mexican janitor at Frito-Lay, and his idea eventually got him promoted to senior management. Oh, cool. Right now playing Valorant or Crusader Kings 3. Oh, I see. Taki sounds good though. I actually haven't had Takis in a while. I feel like if I get hungry for a snack, I actually prefer eating real food. Like oftentimes. Like I will prepare myself like something simple. But yeah, I tend to go for real food when I'm hungry. When I get hungry for a snack. I've only had Takis from my students that offer them. Oh. A whole bag seems like too much? I don't think it's too much. Though most people, it's mostly because we don't want to make anything. Oh, you mean the snacking thing? Good day. I like string cheese. Oh yes, string cheese is delicious. I don't always have cheese in my fridge though, so. But yeah, cheese would be a good one to go to if I have cheese around. Oh, if I have cheese around though, I also make quesadillas a lot. I'll just, you know, like if I have tortillas and cheese, I'll just grab it and do some quesadillas. Or I'll grab like a piece of toast and put some. I'll just do like a grilled cheese or something. Grilled cheese sounds delicious. Grilled cheese and melts, yum 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 yum. If I have the ingredients, that's definitely a one of my go-tos. It's like I'll think about it and I'll be like, oh yeah, I want that. Yeah. I mean, other than that, I like cookies. I don't like flour tortillas. I just get the corn ones. Just get corn tortillas. I never get flour tortillas, actually. I always get corn tortillas. Yo, nachos, hello. Yeah, no, always get corn tortillas. You got the whole jar of Vegemite? That is true. I have been having Vegemite with toast and butter. So, yeah. Oaxaca cheese and quesadillas, yum. Yeah, that's bomb. Oaxaca is good even on its own. Even just like melted cheese, like fondue. Yum. Delicious. Add Vegemite to your tacos? It actually wouldn't be a terrible idea if you add it in moderation. I actually don't think Vegemite is even that bad. Hummus. Yeah, hummus. Yeah, if I have like veggies, something to cut up and just like have hummus. Yeah, like pita chips or like vegetables with hummus. Yeah, that's good too. That's a good snack. Chips and queso. It's so funny. People talk about queso like kind of like a dip, right? Kind of like nachos and cheese, right? Like it's like that's sort of the concept behind it, right? When I hear the word queso or queso, really, like I hear of regular. I think of regular cheese, like just regular cheese, because that's what queso and like queso is cheese in Spanish, so that's what I think about. I don't think like, oh yeah, the dip or whatever. No, I think of it just as cheese. Vegemite is not as bad as most people put it out to be. Most of tasting videos, the host just eats a spoonful. Yeah, that's a bad idea. That's really dumb, to be honest. Yeah, cause Vegemite, like as soon as I tried it, I was like, okay, like I see what this is about. Like it's just umami, literally. I could eat a spoonful of hummus. When I was in college, I would eat a spoonful of Nutella. I would just open the jar, grab a spoon, and eat from the jar with a spoon. Just like that. Why no glasses? I'm wearing contacts. I normally wear contacts during the day. I'm still wearing them, that's why. Would you eat a spoonful of soy sauce? Yeah, I've done it. Would you eat a spoonful of hot sauce? I've done it. Yeah, no problem. I would eat a spoonful of peanut butter. Yum. Go eat a spoonful of Vegemite right now. Do it, you won't. If you pay me $200, I'll do it. Because might as well. Nutella's disgusting? Shut up. Get out. Only 200? 200 is not that. 200 is fine. 200 can afford me some meals. Hot pot's so salty today. I mean, that's why the veggies were there, dude. If you're not having hot pot with like a lot of veggies and all the other stuff, you're probably not eating enough of it. So like that's why it probably tastes all salty. Cause yeah, the broth is definitely like salty-ish. Nutella is super sweet. I only have it with peanut butter. I hate Nutella. Fight me. Yeah, you're so wrong. Nutella with strawberries is very good. Oh yeah, Nutella strawberry banana crepe. Ooh, yum yum yum. So delicious. I love just like, yeah, like a banana with peanut butter or Nutella or both. Mmm, very yummy. Very yummy. $200 can get me some switches and a keycap set. It's true. What is a keycap set on the Salvation? That's CRP Xerox 6001. Exclamation keyboard. Nutella on pancakes is different? Yeah. Are we talking about crepes? Yeah, crepes are great. I love crepes. Sweet or savory crepes? Sweet or savory, y'all? I prefer sweet because I have a sweet tooth. But savory crepes can be pretty good too. I prefer sweet though. If I'm picking. Yeah. Nutella crepe with bananas and strawberries a classic? Yeah, it really is a classic. It's easy, so it is a classic for that reason. It's just super easy to make. Nutella and peanut butter on toast is like Snicker on toast? Yeah. Savory only when I'm hungry? I like savory crepes when I am... Yeah, like when I'm like... Yeah, like up and like I haven't had a meal at all. That's when I would crave a savory crepe. If I woke up and I'm just like hungry, I need something in my system, and I would rather not just have a sweet crepe. Then I would go for the savory one instead. It's kind of like when you go for that omelet that has like all these things because you're so hungry. I got the Salvation Silver because of your stream, and look at what you have on your desk. Yeah, look at what I have. I could imagine eating oranges Nutella with anything that's already sweet. It's like Sudoku to me. You must not really like sweet things, huh? Yeah, I think anyone with a sweet tooth knows that Nutella goes really well with these sweet fruits. So well. Man, those monster omelets from like Denny's or IHOP are so good. Yeah, or just go to like a diner and get like those fat omelets. Oh, so good. Although when I go to a diner, I normally get my go-to order in a diner is normally gonna be 3 eggs, easy, over medium, a plate of bacon, and some toast on the side. Oh, and obviously home fries. Home fries and some bacon on the side, yeah. And some toast. And then, coffee, of course. But yeah, that's like my diner go-to. Just like 3 eggs, toast, bacon, home fries. Simple, yummy, filling. And then if I'm extra hungry, if I'm extra hungry at a diner, I'll get like a French toast or waffles or something. Wait, what's a garbage plate? What's a garbage plate? Wait, what is a garbage plate? Is there a definition for garbage plate? I mean, I maybe have had it. Waffle with crispy bacon, maple syrup. Oh, yum. Ooh, so good. Garbage plate equals everything? Do you just order? Like, do you just say, like, I want a garbage plate and they just give you everything? That sounds great, to be honest with you. Hey man, good to meet you today. Oh, car keys, what's up? It was a dope meetup, I agree, it was pretty fun. It was nice going to it even though I didn't expect it at all. I actually didn't even know about it until, you know, my friends told me at lunch. Hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, meat, gravy, macaroni, salad. Also referred to as a kitchen sink plate. Nutella has so much sugar. I know that, Kupo. But yeah. I'm not sure if I would get a garbage plate just because it feels like a waste. But it sounds really good. It sounds like something I would order to share with some buddies and just eat all that. Yeah. I love all of those things though. Wait, there was a meetup today? Sad noises? It was like a small one. So it's like yeah, like a very, very small one. Relatively small. A garbage plate sounds like the most American thing ever. It sure does. You ever get a picadera from a Dominican spot in New York? It hits different. I have. It's been a while since I've had any though. I have though. Baked beans, such a staple breakfast food in New Zealand. Oh yeah. Don't people in the South also eat a lot of baked beans here in the US? Baked beans are a pretty big staple in the South, right? Baked beans more associated with barbecue. I don't know. I have no clue. You guys probably know more about that specifically. I am relatively new to American food as far as like purely American things are concerned. Purely things that are like very much part of the United States. I'm relatively new to it, as in like I've only been exposed to maybe like 10 years. I've always wanted to go to a cookout. Yo, Kind Ion, hello. I love picaderas. My grandma just moved in with my parents and dinner was great. Yum. Never been to South? Other than Texas, me neither. And Atlanta. Like Georgia. Peruvian food over Mexican food, don't at me. I don't care what you say, dude. I don't care. I mean, I obviously am biased because I also don't know Peruvian food that well, so there's that too. So, Argentinian barbecue hits different. Oh, there's nothing like Argentinian barbecue. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, Argentinian barbecue. To eat meat for days. Whew. Let's be honest, Korean barbecue is so different. Korean barbecue is really good too, yeah. Korean barbecue definitely is very, very yummy. But I would still probably pick an Argentinian barbecue over Korean barbecue. TBH. If I have the choice, yeah, I would probably pick Argentinian. Just because I know there's gonna be some amazing meat. It's not even about how the meat is prepared. It's just the meat itself, the cuts, the variety. Oh, so good. So good. What about Hanu? Hanu is just like a very like, you know, good cut of meat, right? Well, like it's good, but it's also like, I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, it's like having like a good ribeye, right? Like it's like some of those hit different. Yeah, Hanu does hit different. Yeah. How different I need to know? Oh, it's a kind of like melts in your mouth. It's like, oh, if you have never tried beef tongue, it feels like the first time you try beef tongue, it just like melts in your mouth. If it's good quality Hanu, it's just like that. Or it's like when you first try like Wagyu, it's like that feeling. Although Wagyu is a lot fattier, so there's that. But yeah. Yo, Lana, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Do you fuck with dry aged steak for KBBQ? I don't mind it. But there's other things I prefer. Yeah. I would rather have gopchang. Like I would rather have like tripe or like intestines over aged steak probably. Been to Korea multiple times and always too poor and hesitant to go try. Oh, you should. You should try it. Too poor, I understand, but if you do have a chance sometime, you should do it. You should definitely do it. It's worth it. It's just worth a try. It's not something that you should always always go for, but it's one of those things that you try once and you're like, oh, this is really good, and you enjoy it, and then, you know, and then next time you don't have to get like the most expensive thing in the menu. Hydrate. I shall. Food regrets are the worst? Yeah, they are. How do you prep the intestines? Do you cut them into rings and cook them to crispy, or leave the entire log? I cut them into rings and cook them to crispy. I think crispy intestines are absolutely bomb. So, have you guys had tacos de tripa ever? Like, do you guys know tacos, right? Have you ever had tripe tacos? If you have tripe tacos and you didn't like it because it felt too gamey or too like the flavor was really strong or whatever, you should definitely try asking them to do it nice and crispy. It's gonna blow your mind. So good. Mr. Diego, I'm impressed you're still going. I'm fine. I'm doing okay. I've also been sleeping pretty late lately, so I'm kind of not. Never have had tripe tacos, but to have them crispy is enticing. You definitely should. If you do it, get to try them, ask them to do it crispy. Whew, so good. Also, as usual, having food conversations in chat as usual. I've always wanted to try omakase. I actually have not tried omakase myself because I'm too poor for it, or rather, I just haven't gone out to do it because I guess I just never took myself out, or nobody took me out to omakase anytime. So maybe I'll do that soon sometime. I'll treat myself one of these days. I'll probably do it closer to the winter though. I think I have a feeling I'll enjoy omakase more on a cold day. On a cold day and having that delicious fresh cut of sashimi just like melt in your mouth. Yum. Is that the Japanese course meals? Yeah, it's like the sushi course meals. But Reborn, I agree. Nothing's more disappointing than trying new food and it tasting bad. I feel so robbed. Yeah. But then again, just gotta. As much as you give it the benefit of the doubt, you also have to give it about the same amount of chance that it's gonna taste like dog shit. Do you ever eat intestine and think this tastes too clean? No, not really. I mean, it has a very specific taste, so. Not sure if you watch any food making content on YouTube. One of my favorites is 24 Hours with XX Chef by About to Eat. Alvin and Inga are based in New York. Makes me wish I'm in New York so I can eat at those restaurants. If these restaurants are fancy restaurants, I'm probably too poor for them because New York City fancy restaurants are a whole nother level. They're so fucking expensive. It's fucking ridiculous how expensive they are. I think I straight up don't like Korean food. Man. F's in chat for Drua's palate. Truly sad. Korean food is very salty and spicy oftentimes. That's a fact. So if you don't enjoy salty or like spicy food, I think Korean food is gonna be a big miss for you. Big miss for you. Imagine not being able to afford Le Bernardin every day. Yeah, there's a lot of places I want to go in New York, but I haven't been to. I've been to some nicer places, but yeah, there's a lot of places I haven't been to. So I don't think Jules has never had good Korean food before. I kind of agree. Like really good Korean food is just so bomb. Eat the poo poo. I love spicy food. What? How can you not like Korean food? If you love food, you should go to Spain. I've never been to Europe actually, which is something that makes me really sad is that I have never been to Europe. And the only reason I would go to Europe really is not just I don't really care that much about all the historical sites and all these touristy spots. I want to go to eat. I just want to go to Europe to eat. Just eat. 3 meals a day. Desserts in between. Snacks. Just to eat. That's all I need. Can we recreate Eurotrip? Oh, dude. For me, it would be creating for the first time. I would do it. If it's for food, I would do it. I don't need to go see the fountains and the statues and the cathedrals. They're cool. I'll look at them and be like, okay, I saw that in a photo. They're good. But let's go to the main spot, which is gonna be a fucking bomb restaurant or a food cart or something. I don't know. Yeah. I don't like spicy food, but I love a good ginseng chicken soup rice. Oh, ginseng chicken soup rice? That's 삼계탕. 삼계탕. Yum, yum, yum. Super yummy. 칼국수? 칼국수 is very good too. Yeah. 칼국수 literally means knife noodles. Because it's noodles that are cut with a knife. Wait, Diego, it's restaurant week? You want to do like churrascaria for food? Oh, I haven't done churrascaria in a while. Like I haven't done like a good meat place in a while. If you love food, you should go to Middle East. I don't know. I'm sure there's an appeal to all these amazing places. Also, JMK Bye, thank you so much for the 3 months. Oh, 3 months. If you do exclamation sticker or check the link down below in my panels, you should be able to find a link to a form where you can claim a sticker if you want. Lampredotto in Florence. F decides, give me the good eats. Yeah. Barcelona is dope. I want to visit there again with the homies. There's some fire Korean spots in the Dallas area. Yeah, actually, a lot of Koreans in Texas, so there's definitely gonna be some bomb Korean spots in Texas. I never liked Korean food until I actually had good ones, so I concur that Andrea's not having good Korean food before. I think so too. I think you might just need to give it a shot again. Yeah. Korean food can be really good. But yeah. It's like really good Mexican food comes from a hole in the wall spot where the people don't even speak English. I feel the same about low-key mom and pop Korean spots. That is true. Or it's like going to the dim sum place where like the ladies, you need to flag them down, but they don't speak an ounce of English, and you just have to speak to them in Mandarin or Canto. And all you know is that they're almost like yelling at each other, but that's kind of pretty normal. And you're like, just give me that one. Like, just give me that plate right there. Just give me, or that like basket. Just give me that to me right now. This. Put my little stamps. I want to eat. Oh yeah. I feel so old now because I look forward to going to restaurants more than going to clubs or bars. That's been me like all my life though. Like all my life. I've always looked forward to go to a restaurant more than a tourist spot, a bar, a club, a concert, you name it. F adventuring out there and being all your fucking outdoorsy shit. Fuck that shit. Give me the good food. Let me roll back to my house. Let me roll down the subway stairs. Only reason to exercise is to eat more. Staying healthy is important, but eating more is the Chad move right there. Damn, Druas, that's pretty sad. Do you like beer? They're alcohol wise, I do like alcohol. I like beer, I like whiskey, I like tequila, and I drink wine every so often. I don't drink as much wine, but yeah, I would say like among like stronger things, I tend to drink whiskey and tequila the most. And then somewhere in the middle, I'll probably drink like makgeolli or like wine in general. I don't like soju as much. Kind of sneaks up on me. And normally soju hangovers are atrocious for me. I literally feel like I'm gonna die the next day, so I don't like soju that much. Yeah, no, soju feels like death in the morning. Gonna grab a beer. Cheers, everyone. Hope you all are having a wholesome Saturday night. Oh yeah, we are all having a wholesome Saturday night. My food just got here, yo. Let's go. What are you gonna eat, Nine Walker? Share it with us. Tell us what your dinner is. What's for dinner? Let us live vicariously. Now I have to grab a beer. Let's go. Soju hangovers are a good excuse for a good haejanguk. This is true. These are facts. Taiwanese, y'all. That sounds bomb. Also, perks of home cooking. That's the fact that I could probably make better tasting food than most of the shitty restaurants here. Learning how to cook really well is a huge thing. Fried chicken, rice, and veggies. Don't overdo it and catch gout eating and drinking like king. Okay, that is true. One drunk man warns of gouts. Username checks out. That was almost a medicine joke. It basically was. Sorry. Dui Dui's a pro chef. His and her food pick combos. Yeah, he cooks a lot with his wife, I believe, and they just make some bomb food, home cooked food every day, and it's so good. I'm just like, wow. Like, he is, whew. He eats like a king for sure. Just finished my second dinner. Finishing food when bulking is so damn tough. But don't you need to eat to bulk anyway? So no red meat, no drinking. Dewey's just a really talented home cook. Yeah, he's super. Yeah, he definitely has put in a lot of work into all this cooking stuff. I mean, like, not just like, it's not just the food, it's also the presentation. A+. But there's some other people in other channels that are like amazing too. Like, I believe what's his name? Is it Working From Home? No, is it what's his name? There's a guy who always posts in the Singa Discord as well. And he also makes like really cool stuff. I think he's in Malaysia though. Malaysia or Singapore? I think it was Malaysia. I forget his name. Suddenly. We post one thing, he posts 100. True. But that's like every food channel though. Every food channel in a lot of the bigger discords, Dewey's always posting there. Yeah. He cross-posts across the food channels on different discords. It's pretty great though, because it looks so good. I hate how in North America there's like hardly any healthy fast food options. Kind of true, I guess. Like, there's ways to make it slightly healthier, but they're not necessarily healthy by themselves. This is true, yeah. Fast food options can be pretty generally not very healthy, so yeah, I would agree with that. That's one thing I envy about Southeast Asian countries. You can get healthy meals for less than $5. Yeah, I guess that is true. Hey yo, what's your build log looking like? Just a wild question? Not too long actually. It's not too bad. Maybe like a handful of builds right now. Ahead. Also, it depends, because there are some builds that people have requested, but the parts aren't here, so they technically don't count, quote unquote, as in like, I only start counting first come first serve for builds until all the parts are in, rather than when they requested. Because if they requested but they're not sending all the parts in ASAP, that's not my fault. So yeah. So it would depend on whenever all your parts are in if you're requesting a build. Yeah, so it kind of varies, Adriel. Like, if you're gonna... But, I mean, in general, though, my turnaround is pretty fast. I mean, there's some people in there are some people in chat here who have gotten builds from me, and like, I think they could probably say that my turnaround is decent. Normally, like, what, 2-3 weeks? When all the parts are in. Malaysian food is dope. Love my laksa and chicken rice. Yum. I love Malaysian food, too. When I went to Malaysia, I fell in love with the food, that's for sure. I fell in love with the food over there. Adriel sure loves their emotes. Good night. Good night, Sean. Have a good night. Where's Joe? Hello, hello. Definitely travel for food over sightseeing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anytime. I mean, like, sightseeing is fun. Don't get me wrong. But I definitely would rather spend it on food when, like, there is an opportunity to do it. How's the mini meetup you've been to today? It was really good. I was showing a few photos. I didn't take many. There is someone else who had a nice camera there, so maybe some photos will surface from that. But it was pretty fun. I mean, it was unexpected for me, so I only had one keyboard with me because I was meeting with some keyboard friends for lunch, and then I brought the Salvation actually. I brought that down, and we had lunch. We had hot pot today actually. It was really good. And then they told me about this meetup thing happening, which was pretty random. They're like, oh yeah, like, there's this small meetup thing. I'm like, I didn't know about it at all. But they're like, are you coming? I'm like, I guess I'll just tag along. So I went. I was there for a couple of hours and then came back up. But yeah, it was good. It was good. Very small. Very, very small. Like, relatively small meetup. Like, one big table of keyboards. People were all super nice. There are a couple of familiar faces, a couple of people that I hadn't met but I have met online, so that was nice to meet them in person. But it was pleasant. I would say most people were new to me though. Yeah, I think I would say most people in that room were new to me. New faces. Depending on whenever keyboard is out of anodizing, I shall let you know. I want my keyboard to be done fast. I've been waiting for so long. Okay, I guess let me know. I don't spend enough time in here. I should change that. Joe, you are welcome to spend as much time as you would like to. You don't have to feel obligated. You don't have to feel pressured. Here is a place where you can just come and hang out, do nothing, stay in silence. That's fine. You can lurk if you want. A lot of people probably do. I can't say I'm the most entertaining person, but there's times when things are kind of fun. But I would say I'm a pretty average guy. I'm a pretty average person. But you can ask me any question and I'll probably answer it. And I'll try to pay attention to people as much as I can. Because I do stream because it's kind of fun to, like, talk to people while I'm doing stuff. Keeps me entertained. Wait a second. Hold on. I think if I see you at the meetup, I'll be struggling to keep my cool. You mean me? Oh, come on. Come on. I'm not that cool. Most of my travel friends are more so 80% sightseeing and 20% food. These are not the right friends, my friend. Dashkov, thank you so much for the 20 months. Oh, speaking of 20 months, by the way, I am working on the next badge. So, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. So you can look forward to something in 4 months. Oh, Mr. Darren, hello. Ozzy Obsessions, hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope your day is off to a good start. It's a Sunday over there, so what's new for What's new for you? What are you doing this Sunday? Also, these stabilizers are not gonna fit at this rate, so let's see how they deal with it. I think the stabilizer guide might have something about this. They are using doing well. Lazy Sunday here. We're in lockdown. Oh yeah, I did hear about the renewed lockdown. Assembly guide. Designed to fit cherry style screw-in stabilizers. Okay. Well, these are cherry style screw-in stabilizers for sure. That's a very close fit though. Let's try this. Put a screw first. Watching some football, meaning the real football, which is the one you kick a ball. Not unlike the term soccer, which is a terrible term for it, because it is football, in my opinion. I enjoy supporting you because you're genuine. Oh, that's so nice of you. I also like doing all my CS schoolwork with you in the background, as weird as that may seem. I think that's kind of normal. It's like when I'm doing lubing when I'm like watching. So I do a lot of my lubing of switches while I'm watching anime or when I'm watching TV in general. So it's sort of something like that. Sick me, welcome, welcome. I do have one friend that does not care for the sightseeing at all. Actually planning a Japan trip. Oh, yo, going to Japan to eat. Japan, food in Japan, yo, whew. Whew. Unbelievable. That sounds so good. Alright, you know what? This screw-in stab here is kind of not gonna fit this other one. So I'm actually gonna do a bit of a trimming here. But south-facing right shift with south-facing enter stab is like tough sometimes, because the footprint of stabs can be a little iffy. So I'm gonna just trim this a little bit here. Alright, I think that might help. Yeah, that should be good enough, I think. Here too. I want to try some fresh uni in Japan. Me too. That sounds delicious. Football as opposed to hand egg. Aussie rules football. Sock her. I barely know her. Nice one. Would have gone to Japan this summer if COVID didn't fuck shit up. Oh man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Druas. That sucks. That honestly blows. Gotta say, pretty tight fit over here. Alright, I got it to fit. Great. I got it to fit. Aussie rules is a whole other game? Interesting. I've never... I guess I'm not exposed to it to know the specifics of that. But I am rather interested in knowing about it. Thankfully, Japanese food isn't ridiculously hard to make taste good, so I'm Gucci. Japanese food relies on like I would say it's like a pure form of tastes. Like the flavors are kind of like all the flavors are very like pure and clean. So it tends to be a little simpler. cleaner, neater, I guess. Neater. Yeah, I mean it's something that I've kind of felt about Japanese food as compared to other food in Asia. It tends to be a lot cleaner. It pursues like a very pure form of a particular kind of taste. Yeah. Whereas like, you know, you get like a stew like in Korea and it's like a mix of a bunch of different things. Got a run, gang. Just wanted to say hi. Hello. And goodbye, Oz. Thank you so much for stopping by. That's why it's easier to make IMO rather than traditional Chinese food. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Eggy man. Nice. Jackman, hello. Fresh ingredients are important though for Japanese food. If not, it will be ruined. Good point. I guess that makes sense why the tastes are so clean and neat. It's because the ingredients themselves are extremely fresh. So you basically get the best out of each ingredient, and they're there for like the perfect clean taste. My dog Bailey's sleeping on my lap. He's having a dream because his feet are moving heaps when his eyes are so closed. Oh, when dogs or cats are dreaming, it's pretty funny. It's super cute though. You can easily tell that they're dreaming. Like they're like shaking and stuff. Not in a weird way. Alright. Now we can do this. Spacebar stab. How old is that big orange cat behind you? Yo, when do we get JD? JD's been around for about... Let's go back to... I'm pretty sure I have it archived here. JD arrived here in like November of 2020. So only about 8 months old. Eight-month-old kitty. Time flies, by the way. Big boy for 8 months? Oh. JD's a very healthy boy. Very healthy. Eats well. Very energetic. Growing strong. And handsome. SMH don't even know JD's birthday. JD is JD doesn't believe in such social constructs, okay? Birthdays, please. That's just a social construct. You might wonder if JD uses any particular pronouns, but he's like, you can call me whatever. JD is fine. But I guess if I have to go with your rules. Human rules do not apply to JD. JD is non-binary. Correct. This is exactly right. He, it, they, them, him. Z. Choose your favorite pronoun. Only Melissa and Doug know? Melissa and Doug. Poor Melissa and no, poor child models for those stock photos on Melissa and Doug's products. Poor them. Truly tragic. Oh, the pain they have caused. And JD's a Thundercat? You can call me J. JD. Cute. That is true. JD is a Thundercat. If I am lightning, JD is a Thundercat. What form factor do you think suits CRP sets the best? I would say TKLs tend to suit it the best because it's like the most classic form of most layouts. Full size or TKLs, that kind of stuff. I'll say like non-standard layouts like 65 or 75 tend to be a little less suitable, specifically for what the sets are supposed to be based out of. So yeah, that's probably why. Alright, let me just double check this build guide, just in case I'm missing anything. Stabilizer is done. And then with the stabilizers inside, okay. Damping foam, we're not gonna use it. Install the switches. Alright. I don't know why I separated these 3 switches. Are these extras? They might be. Oh, I think they are. Yeah. 60s with R5 looks stunning. Oh, this doesn't have R5, but yeah, I would agree. Lighting always comes first because light travels faster than sound. JD's a close second as a Thundercat. Does phrasing matter? 60 and TKL are the most classic layouts, you think, other than numpad boards? Numpads are fine. Numpads are fine. I would say full size is okay too. SMH, Diego. I'm sorry. I really like the look of Tulip and Xerox on the 60. Well, yeah, because Xerox and Tulip both have all their main stuff going on in this alpha cluster, but like Peacock and like some other sets have their stuff on the modifiers or like on the num row, so it kind of like closer to the edges, where I think like bigger layouts kind of suit them better. Yeah. How do you capture the pain of the child models in your reenactment? One drunk man, it might be experience based. Maybe I experienced true similar pain at a point of my childhood or perhaps some other time. Such suffering can only be reenacted by having experienced it once. Can you believe it? I meant, I know numpad boards are also classic, but I was just excluding them because not many people use them. Not many people use them in the custom keyboards community, specifically. In the enthusiast community, a lot of people have ditched the numpad because it saves them space, because they don't use numpad as much, that kind of stuff, yeah. So that's the main reason people would have ditched numpads. But I would say, like, in the general public, numpads are still very widely used, so... Hello, Temptation LS. Hello, how are you? I want that one and done TKL Explorer with smaller layout board, just personally, I guess. Yeah, that's understandable. I have too much sugar, so super hyper, and nothing makes sense. All good. He just needed to remember the face of the girl he told he was ugly. Damn. savage. That was truly brutal. Someone told me they only like Xerox on 60s and under because they think the arrows are ugly in that set. I could see why. I could see that. Because the arrows are not really meant to be arrow keys. That's probably why they think that way. You know what I mean? Like, because the arrow keys are more like they were actually like these typewriter like function keys, or like, you know, they do some sort of function on the typewriter that they're based on, so that's why. But they were just adapted to look like arrow keys, so I think that probably is why. I wish they didn't ditch. Sorry. I wish they didn't ditch the beige gray Xerox for white. I agree. Whoops. There's a new person in the New Zealand community who is weirdly stubborn about full-size keyboards, doesn't even want to compromise with getting numpad or 1800. He just wants a full-size, which is like Unicorn and Custom World. Well, good luck to them. Because that's going to be a little tough. On the copium. For real though? That's actually pretty mad copium. Very strong copium. Alright, let's try to test these stabs now. Yo, Sam, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. 1800 is just a better 100% IMO. I 100% agree with you, Drewas. 1800 layout is so underrated. It's so good, though. It's so good, in my opinion. I learned about copium yesterday from Reborn. Oh, nice. It is a relatively new meme. My boss, who's an ME, mechanical engineer, I assume, doesn't understand how I can use a TKL. What? What do you mean? Doesn't understand how you can use a TKL? TKLs are pretty normal. Like, even in like reduced, I mean, like in like non-mechanical keyboard stuff, there are TKLs there too. So that's kind of weird. Heine's Win Keyless F Rolless 1800 is a goated layout. Well, not just Heine, but like other people have done it too. Like the Blackbird and like there's other stuff, but yeah. I heard my name. He crutches numpad for SolidWorks. I see. Oh, well, okay. Oh, okay, actually, that was a conversation that was being had in the Keycaps Twitch channel earlier when Salvin, Zach, right on the bay, and Zambamon were talking about using CAD from CAD software, and I agree that using like a macro pad like thing for CAD is definitely important, like for shortcuts and macros and all these things. But you could do it with any other kind of macro pad like device, like a cluster of keys. Anything that has a cluster of keys like that could be used for that purpose, not just a numpad. So yeah, it's probably just a bit of like boomer moment. It's like they're used to it and they're unwilling to change their ways, I guess. I think that's probably what it is. think most people like 75 because it saves the most space while having all the keys. Yeah, because 75 is basically TKL but compressed. Copium is literally what it sounds like, Nine Walker. It's like it's like relying on it's like relying on a substance to make believe something. Like you're on copium. It's a 4chan meme, yeah. It's like being in denial, yeah. But like it's more generally used about being in denial about something, not just a purchase, but yeah. A purchase is most relatable because, you know, we live in a like consumer society. I will win next hour me during the Keycap stream. Yeah, that's massive copium. That is indeed massive copium right there. Alright, stab sound pretty good. I stayed during the KC stream for 12 hours and didn't win shit. Yeah. Can you guess why I was on voice chat for like maybe 10 minutes while I was walking to this supposed meetup? Because I was on copium too. Because I was gonna pretend I was gonna be there for the win. No, I didn't win anything. Didn't win jack shit. Would have made no difference. No difference at all. I was actually stoked when subs won though. I was stoked when some people, yeah, some recognizable names did win. Copium is more like saying Keycap isn't that great, definitely overhyped after losing the raffle. True. Yeah, 1 day followers. There wasn't there like a 30-minute follower or whatever? I don't even know. Something like that. Do you own a Juby, Diego? I do. I do own a Juby. Yo, Dennis, what's up, buddy? Alright, let's say what the build guide here says. Install the switches in the following pattern. The gap in the middle is intentional. Okay, gap in the middle. Alright, gap in the middle. They don't have keys on these rows for some reason. And then it says place a weight in the area. Place a weight in the area with no switches. In the area with no switches to press a damping foam flat. Oh, but that doesn't matter if I'm not using the foam. Yeah, I don't need the foam. Okay, yeah, I'm not using the foam today, so we don't need that. Stop foam abuse. Oh, come on. SMH these foam memes. I mean, foam is fine. You know, it's there to be used, sure. But Again, it's something I was talking about the other day with some people. Like, I think it was on Keycap server or somewhere else, but basically like about the tape mod, right? The tape mod stuff. Like the reason I don't like kind of, okay, I guess I'm just averse to additive mods. Like, I'm averse to mods where you have to add extra stuff to make something work, because it kind of feels like you're like you're relying on a crutch, you know? It's like, why can't the bare minimum still work fine, you know? Yeah, there's something about additive mods that just like don't appeal to me. And yeah, they like foamed up keyboards definitely sound similar. I mean, I did comment about the tape mod before though. Like, I did try it like this one time, and it like on actually 2 times on different boards, and like I just experimented with it a little bit. I didn't do it on stream or anything, I know, but it does change things about the sound of a keyboard, for example, and it definitely helps some more than others, but it's not necessarily a thing that will make your keyboard better. It's similar to foam though. Not all foam will make your keyboard better, or sound better, or feel better. It just depends on the situation. You just have to try it and see how it goes. So I'm not against foam. I'm not against tape mod or whatever, but if it works for you, great. But do note that like it's not a cure-all kind of thing. Yeah. It's like one of those things where I would focus on making my switches be lubed consistently, or pick the right switch for the right plate, right? Rather than focus on having to rely on this extra material that's gonna supposedly make my sound, like make my keyboard sound more like something desirable, right? Like you're relying on, it's like relying on a third-party item almost. Yeah. Epic thockies. Epic thockies. Only sketchy thing about tape mod is that I'm pretty sure most masking tape isn't meant to be left on things for long periods of times. That is the same with it goes the same way with gaffer's tape. It goes the same way with most tape. I mean, a lot of tape is not meant to be on for long periods of time. Gaffer's tape would probably like rip things out after a while. Humidity will affect the adhesion. Yeah, that too. Over time, yeah. Over time. And is there any ETA on stabs or the stabilizers by AE boards? I have a sample of them, but I'll try those on the next non-client build probably, which is gonna be pretty soon. I'm not sure when exactly. I don't have a specific date, but I'll probably be working on those soonish. I'll probably put it in like in the chat title, I mean the stream title when I do. So like if you look at me streaming and like you see it in the title, then I'm probably working on those. Wonder if there's cheap electronic safe tape? Yeah, it's called electrical tape. Or I think Kapton tape technically works too, but I'm not sure if it would work with the supposed with the supposed tape mod situation. Also, Gerald Juby, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Wow, name. Such lies. Electrical tape is pretty sticky. Yes, it is pretty sticky though. It's meant to stay there. It's meant to stay though. Like, it's meant to stay there for a while. Like, that's why the electrical tape is so sticky. Because it's meant to stay wherever you place it for a long time. If only Rama followed through in those cool looking palm stabs. So, yeah. I'm not super sure if palm or, like, you know how people are using palm and polyethylene, like PE materials for like stems and other things? So those plastics tend to warp. I'm not entirely sure how like reliable it could always be. I think, like, especially like with tighter tolerances and stuff, especially because right now the problem with a lot of or right now the issue that a lot of these sorry, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the issue that like new stabilizers are trying to solve is that they're trying to basically have tighter tolerances, and I feel like working with a material that is likely to like shrink or expand when it cools off and that kind of stuff, like when it's being made, is gonna lead to a lot of variance in like over a large batch of things. So I kind of do feel like stabilizers made out of those materials can be a little bit like iffy on the like QC side. Cherry tried going with tighter tolerances, and we all saw how that went. Yeah, like Cherry screw-ins is the result of Cherry screw-ins being the way they are is because they tried to go tighter, and it just didn't. It backfired basically. Well, they don't care, but it backfired for us enthusiasts. So yeah. Also, Gerald Juby with the push-ups. Okay, fine. I'll do the push-ups. Let's do push-ups before we start soldering. All right. Just the knee staffs made out of ruby. Okay. Nice calves, thank you. I do like my calves. People do say things about the calves, actually. I mean, I think it's because I used to be a runner. That's probably why, though. Used to be a sprinter back in school. We're making a desk mat for the New Zealand meetup. Oh yeah, I saw this design. I think isn't this the FC Mr. FC truck? I think I remember seeing it before. Yeah, the Mr. FC truck. Ooh, at the beach. This is so cute. Is this your dog, Peaches? Is this your dog? What distances do you run? I ran 100, 200, and relay. This is cute. Is this a Neapolitan switch on the cone? That's cute. Very cool. Alpacas. I assume these are Cherry MX blacks, Gat milky yellows. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a MX brown? Tangies, alpacas. What are the green ones? Kiwis? I don't know what these are. Bobas? Holy pandas, maybe? And I'm not sure what these are. Oh, these are the Neapolitans, maybe? And I'm not sure what the last ones are. Banana splits? Banana splits. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, creams and banana splits, yeah. These are cute. Gawk's fiance drew this up with his input. Oh, so cute. Most sprints suck so much. Sprints in general suck. They're also super taxing on your like knees, especially. I actually stopped running because my knees, I got injured, and I couldn't run for a while. Yeah, but I like had like an injury at the like hip and like knee area. Yeah, couldn't sprint. My sprints suck? Oh, sprints in general do suck though. It's very hard to keep up with good times on sprints. Hello, Gatoron. It's so funny that you claim that username. has come here for the revenge. How dare you not include enough Gatoron switches? I bent this pin here. It's real Gatoron? I think it's just been a person who has had that username for a while, I think. Don't think it's like Gatoron official or whatever. Gator Ron, maybe. What's your favorite asset of my body? What's my favorite asset of my body? I've heard things about my shoulders. I've heard things about my calves. Among other parts. But, my favorite asset? Probably my brain, I guess. I like my brain. I like how I think. Splinchin is my enemy. Oh. 5-head? Yeah, Galaxy Brain. That's right. My favorite asset. Haven't used a stainless steel plate for a while though. This is very true. Someone else mentioned it in chat before. Stainless steel plate, not very common anymore. Most people would not pick it. I do have a couple of stainless steel plates here and there, but yeah, it's true that I don't use stainless steel plates either. At least nowadays anyway. I'll offer aluminum or polycarb or palm or something like that. No. Yeah. Glad you didn't say dumpy Mr. K Mr. Cajun. Hard to beat. Funnily enough, I will say you have a great personality. I feel like saying you have a great personality is like it's like when somebody asks you like, or like if I asked you like, oh, what do you think is the nicest part about me, and you're like, you have a great personality, yeah, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like that kind of comment. You have a great personality. It's so vague. Yeah, it's so vague. It's insulting. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you have a great personality. Yeah, you're so nice. That's what you say when someone's ugly and you have to compliment them somehow. Yep. You have a great personality. So thanks, Contra. I hate that it's become a cliche comment, but I love you for who you are. I know. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I know it was. I know it was a genuine comment, but I'm just giving you shit for it anyway. But I would say that I have heard from people that I have a decent butt. I think I've heard that before. That's also probably because I like doing squats. I like doing squats. I guess I eat a lot. I guess I'm fat. TBH. Show butt, please. Excuse me. It ain't free. Can't just show it like that. I've also already done it before, so no. It's good. I'm good. Decent butt squad. Let's go. Decent squat squad. I do love squats though. Squats are a fantastic exercise. Easily the best exercise, I would say. Works so many muscles if you do it right. If you do it right. If you're not doing it right, it's a recipe for disaster. Like, actually. Ruins your knees. You don't exercise all the muscles you have to exercise with it if you don't do it right. Right? So I actually don't tend to lift a lot on squats. I tend to just try to do a moderate number of reps with something that I can actually handle. Might go kettlebell swing actually. Ooh, fun. If you want the dumpy weighted hip thrusts, is the way to go. Oh, I've heard about that too, yeah. I don't do them myself, but yeah, I've heard that too. Using this from constantly jumping on and off the garbage truck? Huh. Cool. Need squat command? I think I'll just do... I feel like if I put exclamation squat, it'll just say like Ichima or something. Just for a joke. Leg day, best day? I agree. Lower body in general is the fun. This is the most fun to work out. IMO. So I like doing like lunges, squats, that kind of stuff. Stuff that makes you feel like your quads burn. Oh, yeah. This is the good stuff. I'm not gonna go through sponsors like as much detail today just because I think I've gone through it this week several times. I don't think much has changed really. So yeah, I'm not sure there's anything new actually. The only thing that I could tell you is like GMK Moomin is opening next week. I wish Nathan would have that same mentality. It's a little different when it's your livelihood versus still it being your hobby. I think if I did rely on the income aspect a lot more, I would definitely be much more adamant about it. But just because I also know that I don't really think it makes a big difference for me, whether I mention it or I don't, because TBH. I'll be very honest with you, not a lot of people purchase using my links anyway, so it doesn't really make a huge difference. Gotta have the mentality that the contract tells you to have. Indeed, I do agree with that. Well, the contract does give me an amount of freedom, so I think I'm always working according to contract. I mean, I will always suggest that you should check out my sponsors, of course. I can speed run it though, because I do know everything about my sponsors. For example, Kanki's right now has Foundation and Moomin, and the Icky 68 Stargaze Aurora, the Ella keyboard as well, 75%. And then Kinetic Labs has Huskies, Penguins, Salmons, Hippos, which are out of stock, I think. Polycaps just went out of stock, but they have Switch containers just restocked. Desk mats, Keycap pullers, Switch films, springs, 9009 blank sets, etc. Mint Autumn, no specific updates. Novel Keys still has Oblivion v3.1. They have Desk Pads, the NK65 Oblivion version, M6C. Other Switch supplies, you can get 5% off with Thunder promo code. Moomin, nice? Yeah, Moomin's pretty nice. I actually am thinking of getting Moomin. Omnitype right now has GMK Botanical Round 2. If you haven't seen that, that's up for a group buy right now. Prime Keyboards right now has... Actually, they just posted an update just recently. I actually just remembered they posted an update. Prime Keyboards. Yeah, they just posted an update saying Prime Key. Oh, okay. Oh, they're going on vacation, I think, between July 27 and August 16. So, oh, okay, so that's actually kind of important. If you normally supply yourself with like Durock stabs or something from Prime Keyboards, make sure you put your orders in before July 27. So they're going to be basically out of the store for about 3 weeks. So just make sure to put your orders in before July 27 if you're ordering stuff regularly from them. Okay, where was I? Ella's side profile is Chef's Kiss, but not having a gap between F row and num row is a letdown? Oh, I see. I could see why you think that way, yeah. A lot of 75% recently do have the F row gaps. So I could see why you feel that way. I want movement, but these GMK delivery times are a little nuts. Oh, they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. There's no doubt. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. The current GMK delivery standards are pretty bad, and it's not even the vendor's fault anyway, as in like, well, I guess it's a multi-scale problem. It's not just us ordering more, but also GMK not stopping orders for themselves. So, yeah. It's like basically if the burden of that choice were to fall on vendors, they're not obligated to make that choice to like stop taking orders for, like, stop opening new group buys. Like, they can't really just do that and say like, oh, we're trying to boycott GMK or trying to like make GMK like catch up, because there's always gonna be new vendors. No. The problem is, let's say Omnitype, Novelkeys, Daily Clack, all these vendors stop submitting orders to GMK. Well, then there's always gonna be somebody else who's like, oh, I'm taking orders, Kono Store. I'm taking orders, Drop. I'm taking orders, Originative. These guys are not necessarily gonna do the same. Not every vendor's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm in agreement with this new movement to stop GMK orders. No, they're gonna keep ordering because they're making money out of it. And they have contractual agreements, some of them, so yeah. GMK should just straight up have a cap for orders? Yeah, no pun intended, they should. So, it's pretty bad. GMK lead times right now, just absolutely terrible. Terrible. Like, if you're entering a GMK buy right now, don't expect the thing for at least like a year and a half or two, probably. I would say like 2 years is more realistic than a year and a half at this point, or like a year. Honestly, like, it's just so bad right now. Like, supply chain issues, like resin, like, you know, resin supply issues, like resin shortage issues right now. And along with that, there's just like, you know, like 150 sets that are like backed up or whatever. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. Especially in that sets are selling even more nowadays, like a more numerous number of kits selling. So, pretty iffy. Pretty iffy. But, that said, you know, if you do like a GMK set that you know you're gonna regret getting, I mean, you won't hurt from getting it. Let's be honest. You won't necessarily hurt from getting it. If you are gonna hurt from getting it, like, in any case, you probably shouldn't be, like, spending that kind of money. But the reality is, like, you might just forget about it, and it'll arrive someday, and you won't really lose a penny from it, to be honest. But yeah. I was looking at an old GMK set and it was planned to ship in 6 months. Today that would be baffling. Oh yeah. There have been sets that shipped in like 6 to 8 months tops, maybe even less for some. Yeah, some sets have shipped very, very quickly in the past. But yeah, that's not. Some sets even arrived earlier than planned. They're like, oh, it arrived at the warehouse or whatever, earlier than intended. There have been sets like that. I forget which ones, but there were a few like that in like 2 years ago or something like that. Buy and forget. Yeah. You can sell it for market value and someone will buy it. Yeah, this is true. JWK stocks. Anyway, so that's about for Prime keyboards. They'll have orders open until July 27th, and they'll be basically like on vacation for like 2-3 weeks. Yep. And then Project Keyboard right now has JWK Pingsu Round 2, which I personally think is a very hard to skip kind of set because it comes in text and icon mods, R5. It has all the good stuff that I wanted on Pingsu, so I can't skip Pingsu. Even if I know the lead times are crazy, I just love Pingsu. Colorway's so good. Text plus icon mods, pretty good at R5. Can't ask for more. Can't be better than that. The kitting was fixed. Yeah. Pingsu Round 2. Salvin, of course. He has made some copper ICU keycaps for those who follow Cypher Cult, the Key Cult event that's currently ongoing from today and tomorrow. Tomorrow they'll be doing a 12-hour stream where they'll be doing giveaways, and I'm not sure if Salvin keycaps are still left over, but Salvin has contributed to some of the giveaways there. Salvin is also making a lot of other keyboards, right? That you have. Oh, Salvin has the new Ash Keep switches, which are these ones actually. New Ash Keep switches, right here. The Auralites and the Amethysts. These cool purple switches. Linears and tactiles by Texi. 63-gram double extension springs for both palm stems, and some PC or PME housing mix. But pretty cool looking switches, purple switches, kind of taro fitting, I think. Very nice colorway for these switches. But these are in stock now at Ash Keeps and Salvin. So if you're in EU, you can get it from Salvin, or if you're somewhere else but you want to support Salvin, you can get it from Salvin as well. Salvin also has red linear switches from AE boards. Those are pretty nice. I put them in my Keycap 265 and they're pretty sick. But yeah, there's that as an option as well. Let's see. JWK sets taking so long while Olivia have Shine waiting for other sets. That's real talk. I don't track it scientifically, but I see a lot more sets on Mech Market in the 400 or 500 range these days. But the real question is, do they get bought as well? I've seen a lot of 400 plus sets that are not being bought, but there are some that are being bought for pretty high prices still. Like some bundles and such. I've seen something like that on Mech Market these days. Let me see if I soldered everything. I think I did. Kobe might have a second chance of winning tomorrow. Text mods over icons. I'm sorry, but you're in the wrong in my opinion, but that's a preference thing, so I'm not gonna say much else. I personally like icons or icon plus text, but that's again my own preference. Yeah. Wait, did I? Oh. Just realized I forgot one of the screws on here. Icon only mods are just too clean. I like icon enter, but you guys, I guess you're trying to say you don't like the rest. Anyway, lastly we have Space Cables, which has they have desk paths and they have cable collaborations, and JWK Pacific. That's a set that I actually really like. Personally, I really like the colors on JWK Pacific. I'm not sure about other people, but I think it's also being held for a good cause, in the sense that the designer Yoni Wolf, he's actually donating his proceeds from all of his proceeds from JWK Pacific, like all of his profits basically. He's donating all of his profits towards mental health for vets. So it's for a good cause. But yeah, I like JWK Pacific's colors though, and the Salvin keycap that Salvin made for this also looks pretty sick. This is the Salvin keycap. that was made for it. It has a gradient of blues. It looks kind of grayish, but it's more like a bluer color, kind of more slightly bluer than it appears on camera probably. But that's probably because the lighting's also kind of harsh. Yeah. All right, all soldered. Let's test it out first, I guess. Prefer icon only when I have subs, if not icon plus text. Yeah. GMK Rudy routinely gets bought for 400 plus. Goodness gracious. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not understand how someone can just spend that kind of money on one key set when you can get like 2 or 3 sets for the same price. Well, I guess group by times are pretty bad, so okay, maybe that's a different conversation to have about it. Numa's GB cancelled? Yes, I heard. I know that because I was going to build a Numa prototype, but yeah, I heard from the designer. Yeah, Numa is currently postponed until further notice. What happened? The designer just decided to run it at a later time. Just personal decision to not run it right now. What's wrong with this switch? This switch is like binding. Okay, I'm gonna desolder that one. Weird. Change it. I have a few extra switches here, so it's fine. But yeah, the only reason that was given, at least to me, was that he was just going to postpone it for some other time. Whenever he feels ready to run it. Thoughts on Fuji 75? I haven't taken a look at the interest check, so I can't tell you right now. But maybe I'll take a look. I thought it had run and sold poorly. No. It didn't even start. Okay, looks like we have a couple of fixes to do. So let's do that now. Right. This JST connector kind of sucks in the sense that it barely has a place to hold on to the connector itself. Also, let's desolder this bad boy. The gap between the macro column and the alpha air is too wide for no reason on the Fuji 75. Let me check it. Let me check it out. Fuji 75 keyboard. G75. Wait, where's the link here? G75 Keycap, I guess. Meet you by the mountain. Is this it? Wait, no, this is not it. Fuji 65. Fuji 75. Fuji 75. Where is it? I can't find the link. Was it posted today? I think it was posted today, maybe. Oh, here it is. Meet you by the Fuji ×2. Hello Geekhack, this is Fredder from CMM Studio, blah 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 blah. Foam. What is, I don't know what's going on here. Is that a, wait, what is this thing here? What's this layer here? There's something and there's a PCB, some sort of foam maybe? More foam? And then some sort of cover, weights, and weights. Okay. Let's see. Pour on gaskets. Okay, top, bottom case, plate, mountain weight, back weight, batch block. Plate foam, switch foam, case foam, stab foam. So, foam for every single thing, right? $400+ for SE, limited raffle, pricing TBD, DG collab, pricing TBD. So basically $400+ for the keyboard. It ships in early 2022. That's a lot of foam. It's foam like the jelly, yeah, it's foam like the jelly epoch, yeah. I guess I'm pretty neutral on this. I think it's like corner blocker, sure. Kind of similar to the 7V. Corner blocker, column here, split on the top row. It's kind of like the 7V in that sense. Prototype. There's a sound test there. You can see the gap between the alpha and the macro column. Oh, it is slightly bigger. Oh, but I think this gap is because they wanted to make the arrow key gaps here even. That's why they made that gap this long. Look at the pipe. Oh yeah, what the fuck happened to the pipe? What happened here? Look at these two switches over here. They're so crooked. Someone built this in a rush. Look at this X. Look at this X here. Someone built this in a rush. Or they might just have popped in switches actually. I think they just popped in switches and didn't even pop them in right, because you can tell that the case is not properly like oriented. I think they just popped in switches. This is not fully built. They just popped in switches to try to like. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they just popped in switches just to put some caps on it. It has to be. But yeah, so yeah, the separation between the macro column and the enter key, for example, is just 2 times this essentially. So that's probably why it's this thick. Also, why is the render like the render has like is like at f 2.3, like f/2.3, like can't nothing else in focus. Oh, not just that, it has like a vignette here going on. Like this part is out of focus, but this part's in focus. Why? Renders are weird when the camera seems kind of weirdly acting. Yeah, like a fake bokeh. Yeah. Kind of weird, but yeah. Yeah. This looks nice. This looks better. JWK Hamon, I guess. This is probably one of the nicer renders on here, but still pretty grainy. I mean, renders are whatever. I only trust renders so much, right? Wait, where's the typing test? Typing test. Where's the typing test? Did I miss it? Hold on. Typing test. Type test. Here it is. Let's see. Let's listen to this for a sec. Turn off my AC for a sec. And let's see. Wait. Computer, why are you doing this? Okay. Okay, so they're trying to see like, oh, it's very bouncy. Black and polycarbonate is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Kind of muted, yeah. Try to raise the volume. Flip spacebar though. Okay, sure. Okay, can you like type on it normally, please? For a second. Any normal typing avail? Okay. Split backspace almost. It kind of sounds like the jelly epoch, which is a lot of foam, right? Sounds the same. It's not bad. It's a personal choice here. If you like it, get it, I guess. Layout is not that bad, honestly. Honestly, this doesn't look bad at all. The side profile is a little different, you know, but it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad. Let's see if you like it. If you like that particular sound profile, you should you know, you can consider it. But it is like $400+ though, so something to consider. Very muted though, for sure. Yeah. Probably because of the foam and stuff. Alright, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna desolder one of these switches and solder the space right here that I forgot to solder. Still considering? Yeah. Yeah. Give it some thought. But it does sound a lot like the Jelly Epoch, so if you like that particular board, which seems to be fetching quite a bit in the aftermarket for some reason, yeah, just consider it. It seems okay. I mean, it seems pretty much the same though, as far as that's concerned, you know. What are your opinions on the Albach with the wooden weight? I think the Albach looks pretty nice. It sounded alright too. So the Albach was a pretty cool keyboard as far as like the look. But I mean the wooden weight doesn't really do anything. It's kind of aesthetic. It's an aesthetic choice. So the wooden weight doesn't do much in there specifically. It's just sitting in there. But it was a nice board when I built it. Aesthetic choice just for the inside, indeed. But it typed nicely, nonetheless. Ooh, there's some thunder outside. Looks like it's gonna rain. All right. I think we should be good. All right, we're good. All right. But yeah, the Fuji 75 does seem like the Jelly Epoch. So if you like that, get it, I suppose. The price point, I actually don't remember what the Jelly Epoch even was priced at, so yeah. I only knew about the Jelly after it came out. I remember seeing like Alex and Apiary and a few people build the Jelly, and then I kind of like forgot about it, and then someone was like, oh, it's like popping in the aftermarket. I'm like, huh? Okay. Yeah. Jelly was 400. Oh, okay, so pretty similarly priced. So it looks like they offer basically a very, very similar deal for the money. So if you are convinced by that, it seems like it would be a good deal if you're into it. Yeah. Where are you up? Oh no, wait, no, I already talked about that. I think one of the most important things I look at the keyboards is how well is the keyboard proportion with spacing or bezels. Yes, I do look at bezels a lot. I think too thick bezels I don't like. Sometimes it can look okay, but it definitely is a bit of a case by case. I personally do prefer like thinner bezels than thicker bezels. Chamfers are not too severe, like too noticeable. Things like that. So for example, I'm not huge on the Keycap number 3 design because the chamfers look like a spaceship kind of. Gives it like spaceship kind of look. Very wide. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. Alright, case assembly, let's see. Now that this is tested, Excuse me. Separate the top and bottom halves. Remove things. Okay. Install the foam gaskets. Okay, let's install the foam gaskets. Alright, foam time. Foam gaskets. Number 3 looks so harsh. Yeah, it's just a very striking design. Very striking design. So like if you're into like very loud, very like wow factor kind of designs, the number 3 is definitely right there. I'm not sure what to expect out of it. I do prefer like the number 1, for example, though. The number 1 design? Number 2? I mean, number 2 is inspired by something else, so it being kind of self-explanatory. If you like the thing that's based on, then you probably like the thing that, you know, became. I like filet over chamfer, hence I love the K a lot. I do agree. You need Nutella? I like Nutella. Oh, you're telling nachos. Oh, I see. For me, it's number 2 over number 1 over number 3. I think, let me think about that one actually. I'm not sure between the number 1 and number 2 design. Yeah, I think I like the number 2 design more on a TKL than a number 1. I like the number 1 design on the smaller form factor boards a lot too. Yeah. Was there even a number 1 TKL? Yeah, number 1 TKL was the first keyboard they ever made. The first keycap ever made was a number 1 TKL. In fact, I have the number 1 TKL prototype. My first keycap board was the keycap number 1 prototype. Yeah. Didn't they have another keycap board that everyone wants to forget? You mean the number 1 from Type Machina? I mean, it's still the number 1. The design's the same. It was just that the manufacturer didn't do a good job and the anodizing was not particularly great. But that's probably a choice of... It's probably a choice that Originative slash Type Machina made at the time. So it's not really like the design. It's not a fault of design. So it's just a choice of who to use to manufacture things. The only keycode board that matters is the Battleship. Yo, 5 more years, dude. 5 more years and we'll have Battleship. It's 2021 right now. We just need to wait till 2026. And we'll get the Battleship. Come on. Just 5 more years, copium. Doubt? How's this coming along? It's going well. You're dosing on copium, Diego. Fuck. Poner just came to crush our battleship dreams. Yeah, the designer of the Parallax came to crush our battleship dreams. What a tragedy. Imagine. Poner is a meanie. Wait, also Jordan, I thought you went to bed. Or something. Does it have gaskets on the bottom too? This is the bottom piece right now. This is the bottom piece. I finished the top earlier and I'm applying them to the bottom. Oh, I just went to be with my wife and baby boo. Sounds good. Are they in bed now, I guess? Is that why you came back? Oh, daughter and I are playing Roblox. Oh, I see. Are those gaskets on the actual inner chamber of the bottom case? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why. Maybe the PCB manages to touch down here? Yeah, kind of a funny choice to make. All right, let's Good morning. Wait, what? Wait, one drunk man? Oh, wait. Good morning to whom? To me? Oh, I guess it is 12:37 a.m. Yes. Antagonist says, any thoughts on the Ella? I think I haven't. I only saw brief clips of the stream by Mr. Alex Odos. I think it looks really nice. I'm not sure how. I actually didn't look at the typing or anything like that, so I can't really tell you much there. But it looks good, so you could maybe check out Alex's stream and judge for yourself whether it's something that you like as far as the typing or the particular other small things that you might be looking for are concerned. But it's a good looking 75% board, I think. I think a friend of mine said something like, it doesn't have a weight, so they're kind of concerned that it might not sound too good or something like that. But I think that kind of just depends if you like cases that are heavy and like have a bit of the density inside, therefore changing the bit of the sound too. What boards are you most looking forward to? I am looking forward to SAR. I'm looking forward to Rogue. I'm looking forward to. Let me check. Ink. No. Does Meg Group Buys have a list of interest checks? I forget. I guess interest checks are also like on the. let's see. Right now, is there anything else on here that's kind of like? Oh, I guess Mech Group Buys doesn't have interest checks. Oh no, it does. Interest checks. The Kendo. I like the Kendo. Kendo by Project Keyboard. The split HHKB looks interesting. Kind of like the idea of it. Kendo. Do you cop CRP C64? I did not. Type K. Type K is another board to look forward to. What else is there really? Is there anything else? Oh, I saw the Modern F 60% today. That's the Kish Saver looking board by K & Co. Yeah. Well, I'm on this website here. I'm on Mech Group Buys as interest check place. Oh, F. Oh, shit. Fuck. Stream died. Any build stream avail? Chat is supposed to be, oh sorry, right here, but it's not even showing up. Very disappointing. What happened? We lost connection for a second, for a bit. Not even sure anymore if it's my internet or if it's something else. I honestly have no idea anymore. There's no clue. Probably is a mix of it, but don't even know. Is it thunderstorms? Maybe. But I feel like it happens even if it's not the thunderstorms, so I kind of do feel like it's part of my internet as well. Wait, is the bottom part just exposed? Yep, it is. It is just exposed like that. What do you think of the Paragon? Wait, what's the Paragon? What's the Paragon? Paragon by Artemis. Oh, it has a knob. Okay, never mind. Okay, fine. No, I'm just kidding. Bezels are too thick for my preference, first of all. Very rounded. Kind of looks like an M60, M75, I guess. It does have a knob, though. Wait, how is this? Is that a weight that goes inside? Oh no, it goes on the outside. Seamless, flat bottom. The weight design is really whatever. Don't care much about this skyline thing going on. Personally, don't care much about it, but some people might. Original IC. Okay, I guess they switched some stuff up. But is there anything else? PCB layouts. Supports 6.25 and 7.7U, I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's for hot swap, and then they support split space bars as well. How much is this gonna cost? Gasket tabs and area between the function are 3mm thick, while the rest of the plate is 1.5mm thick with flex cuts to provide a better typing experience. View renders of plate. What's the point of these cuts again? Can someone illustrate me why these cuts are done? Because I don't really think if you put a gasket strip or something on here, doesn't it negate the effect of these cuts here? If you put a solid material above and below it, doesn't it negate? Well, that's what I'm thinking. If you put a strip of solid material above and below this, doesn't it just negate this hole here? I don't think it's supposed to do anything. You could just make this solid and it'll be fine. I mean, layout-wise, whatever. That's pretty normal, 75, I guess. I don't like, personally, the round design, but if you like the round design, that's for you. But I don't really like these rounded designs like these as much. I think the bezels are just too thick. I find the bezels to be a little too thick for my own preference. But that's about it. Solid material doesn't negate the flex aspects, though. Isn't the idea to be more flexy at the bottom and less flexy at the top? Is that what we would want? Is it? I think if you want something that's flexible, I think I would prefer it to be evenly flexible than irregularly flexible. Like, asymmetrically flexible. No? I think that's what they're after too. I agree. But I don't think it's something I would want myself. Whereas they seem to be going for that. But I'm not sure I agree with it personally. Yeah. Alright. Well, this does look nice though. Alright. So did I align this properly? I might have aligned it too far to the right, I think. Whoops. Use some keycaps to line it up. Mute it with Mr. Sleeves, please. Okay. That was easy. Oh, sorry. Dropped like a pen. Blue spacebar and orange enter. Sounds good. I didn't realize that it's already like 12:49. switch is another funny one. I couldn't tell earlier, but I guess I'm replacing that one later. Did I over lube these? I don't think so. I think it's just the switch. Weird. Maybe the plate's a little tight on it. Do you prefer sleeves on TKL or 60s? Prefer the look on 60s. Mr. Sleeves? I think I prefer it on. Oh, sorry about that. Just dropped the tray. That's my fault. I think I prefer it on TKLs personally. Want to buy pink insert? You want me to put the pink insert on Nine Walker? Yes, please. Okay. I can fulfill that request. When is it going to be the day someone just sells old GMK trays? Maybe for too much money, you could buy them. Someone might just want to scam you and be like, oh yeah, so I want to sell GMK trays. $100 each. But is someone gonna sell like just basically like makeshift GMK trays? I don't think anybody will anytime soon. Originator still sells EPBT trays, but that's because EPBT keeps making them still, right? GMK trays are not like being made anymore, so that's probably why. She said blue space bar or an orange enter. Blue space bar. Oh, I forgot the caps lock. Whoopsie. I'll go get it. Not orange, but this enter. And then pink insert. Pink insert. No inverted spacebar ever? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry about it. I'll ask again, how much to invert spacebar? I'll invert spacebar for $200 US. Just like the Vegemite price. Very cheap. Just 200. What escape artisan? We'll see. We have yet to see that. Also, hold up. I'm gonna loosen some of these again slightly because I'm not sure it's perfectly lined up. Oops, too far. Too far. All right, that looks good. Wait, question: when a client sends you parts, they gotta send keycaps too? No, you don't have to send keycaps. If you want to send keycaps, you can send them, but if you want to see keycaps, like those specific keycaps, you could feel free to send them, yeah. But you don't have to. Normally I just use my own, but yeah, I have had people who have given me specific keycaps because they want to see the keycaps specifically on the board. That's up to them. Alright, y'all. Help me choose an artisan. Kinda like this Fuktulu. It's kinda nice. Serious, the gray one? This one? Wait. Is this too tight? I hope not. No, there we go. There? E4? Oh, the Yeti? Yeti goes nicely too. The Yeti's nice as well. I remember when the stem snapped last time. Serious looks crooked? It's probably the angle though. It's probably the angle. Yeah, it's probably the angle because the camera's right here. Yeah. D4 or the peachy one? Peachy one? Why not both? Why not both? Has a very loose stem. I'll just leave it there. All right, let's do this. Oh, I don't have the typing test open yet. So if I'm not responding to you, it's probably because I'm starting to feel a little tired. And I'm getting lazy reading chat. So I apologize for that. Okay, let's see. There it is. Might have to buy Muted on pre-order. Muted is really good. It's a nice set. Oh, I have Moto L? Oh, then you're fine. Moto L is basically Muted. So, yeah. I wouldn't worry too much then. Not a jab, just saying. Just saying. Slightly different shades? Yeah, slightly different. Oh god, this light. Okay. But with centered icons. That's copium. Alright. Oh, whoops. Alright. Alrighty. Here we go. So 126 is a pretty good guess, but I don't know. We'll see how we do. Alright, we have got Giants on stainless steel. So let's give it a shot. Ah, redo. What the fuck? Ooh, 127. Sorry for the repeated few runs. That doesn't happen normally. Pretty consistent though. Pretty consistent words per minute here. Rigged? It's okay. Poner, I'll give it to you. Sounds really good though, doesn't it? I think it sounds really good. I think this actually sounds really nice. What mount is this? This is gasket mount. It has strips. Has 5 strips on top, 5 strips below, and then on both sides. So it's 20 strips total. So it has gaskets, just like foam gaskets. All right, let's hear the mods. That's not a mod. Yeah, this is a weird switch. Need to replace that one. Sounds pretty good though. I think I like it. I personally like the sound. Yeah, it sounds alright. I do think it sounds pretty nice. Okay, one thing is kind of nice here is that the bottom is super low. Super low front. It's kind of neat actually. Comes really low to the desk at the very front. Let me see if I can show you that. Let's see. What's it look like from below? Yeah, so this is what the bottom side looks like, right? This cap's kind of loose. But the front is super low. So let's take a look at this. Like, that's what the front of the. Oh wait, it's not an autofocus. There we go. Yeah, the open back is to compensate for the front height. Yeah. That's why it's an open back. It's so that they can do this. It's so that they can do this. Yeah, this is why they open the back. Is the back side here is open, so because they're trying to do this curve here so that they can flatten this part. And yeah, the PCB does get exposed in exchange. Like that's the main drawback, because the PCB is slanted, right? Like it's not perfectly parallel to the desk, right? So because it comes at an angle, if you have aluminum case here, you can't leave this like this. So yeah, in exchange for, in order to get front height, they open this part up here. It's like low hung jeans. Bust out the caliper. I'll give you a ruler. How about that? Give you a straight ruler. Let's see. The front is. How much do you see there? Like, wait. Okay, let me. Maybe like 13, 14 millimeters? 14 millimeters? I know it's sliding a little, but something like that. 14 millimeters? Not a big fan of the bottom. I mean, I'm sure it's for some and not for others. But yeah. It's also, that's why the weight looks like this, because see how it's flat? Like it's gonna be flat. Like this, here. That's why the weight looks like this too. So if you remove the weight, you can't. The board will just tilt backwards. Yeah. Imagine spilling a drink on your mat, but thinking you're safe, and then you remember the bottom's open. So actually, the PCB the keyboard designer addresses that point. They actually wet a PCB in a Tupperware full of water. They actually put a video up on like the interest check or the group by thread, I think, right? Where they like dip it in water. Yeah. So it's pretty much to address that point, I think. It's like it's fine. First of all, because yeah, I assume it's really not that bad. Just for this exposed part, I don't think it's too bad. I guess maybe if you like somehow spill it inward, like that could be an issue, but yeah. Like if this were just sitting on a wet surface, I don't think it would be too big of an issue. But if it, yeah, that's why no LED pads either. That's probably right, because LED pads means you would be shorting positive with ground, right? So that would be bad, right? That's why no LED pads though. That's probably that's yeah, that has to be the reason. Yeah. It is unique. It is very unique, this board. Mesa TKL. I mean, I think it's the better implementation of this that I've seen. Yeah, look at this side. It looks very nice. Alright. So here's a closer look to this board though. It's very clean. Very nice with muted actually. Yeah. Big drainage hole. Facts. But yeah, and then there's the side again. Side from this side so you can actually see the cherry profile on it. Looks good though. I think it looks pretty interesting. The back's like that. Here's the USB port. This cap's like really loose on it. That's the back. You could you know what's so funny? What if you could program some interesting thing here on one of these two positions, and then it's like you suddenly have to be like, oh no, I need to bust out my secret key code. Oh, wait, shit. Just kidding. That's the lamest shit ever, but I don't know. You could program something weird there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing. Or you could tape mod the PCB. Oh, that's right, tape mod. You could always tape mod. It's too hot in my room. I think that's why I'm like going crazy now. Alright. Whew. Safe. But yeah, it sounds pretty nice, huh? I'll replace this switch over here in the scroll lock position in a bit. Or, well, actually, later. Hi Diego, do you like linear or tactile? I like both, but I think for MX switches I like linears, and I like tactiles that are like Topre or Alps. Clickies I like beam spring, or I actually do like Kale box switches. They're pretty nice. But yeah, I do agree, Mr. Paintroff earlier, who said I really heard a stainless steel plate I like, but this is definitely an exception for me. Yeah, I definitely think this stainless steel is nice. But let's see, what's your opinion on the board? I think it's a very unique board in that sense, in the sense that like has that low front, that open bottom. I mean, it's an interesting way of implementing that. And it actually looks good from above, at least. This board looks pretty good from above. Like, it's just standard asymmetrical bezels with a bit of a chamfer. Not a huge chamfer, as you can see. It's not super noticeable. Corners are a little sharp, but it's okay. Why aren't there more Kale box switches? Because there's quite a lot of box switches already, right? They're like Kale box switch. There's at least like, are there like quite a few box switches? Pretty sure. There's like at least 4 for the regular type, and then there's like a D-plex and a bunch of others. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's like 20 different kinds of box switches. So there's quite a few. Yeah. I saw your Kohaku stream. It's a cute board. Is there a group buy? Yeah, check out the Singa website, singakbd.com, for that. The details are all there, so just check out the website and read all the details. If you have questions, I think you can also ask on the Discord, which you can probably find the link on the website. So yeah. Alright, is anybody streaming in the middle of the night now? I guess it is still early on in the West Coast, so there might be some people. I don't see any keyboard people though. Warm Thoughts, first time I've seen them. They're building a Polaris. Warm Thoughts is an Aussie girl. She's nice. We can rate them. But I think that's the only keyboard person I see anyway. Oh, Anthony is building a Heine TKL as well. But yeah, we can rate Warm Thoughts. Why not? Someone new. Lana, please. No rude. No rude in chat. Alright. Does anybody have any last questions, final questions or comments? Anything? If not, we can go ahead and raid Warm Thoughts. Alright, I guess not. Let's go raid Warm Thoughts. They're building a Polaris today. It's my first time raiding them, so let's just go and hit them with the... Oops. With the lightning raid. If you have emotes, go ahead and use them, but if not, it's fine. But again, thank you everyone for stopping by. So next stream, I anticipate... I'm not sure actually what I'll end up building. But I actually do anticipate building something interesting. So let me see. Here. Alright. We might be building the Equinox prototype next time. But I'll announce details later. If I'm gonna schedule that one, I'm gonna make sure everyone knows when the time is. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. Alright friends, thank you again. Have a good rest of your weekend. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? See ya.